Thunder by fire, we must get money.
I like
Money is surest. That's what we're on this year. But yeah, interesting. There's been a lot going on. I don't know where to start this week. I don't want to, because what has gone on this week are also the things I want to talk about. But before we start blabbing off our mouths as per usual, because we know you love us so much, a lot of you people at home now listening to, I think I had somebody DM me and said they want us to do an ASMR version of the show.
Ah, come on.
So they can just use it to sleep. What do you mean? You don't know about the fan base. You don't know about the base. But concentrate.
It's what you've got to do. Are you joking?
Hey, ASMR. You don't even know about them things there, bro. That gets everybody ginger. Hey, swagger. Listen, Ashley.
Yes.
This is Ash. This is my Cody. This is my good friend.
Good.
Our resident interior
welcome
designer.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Tell them a little bit about yourself. Because Ashley challenged her. She thought she's coming on the show to come and do verbal sparring with the gods. You're coming here to come and tackle the gods.
I just know that
in
when
their own
me
show.
and Dele get into debates, it's verbal.
She's using them government names there, obviously. It's when we're here, it's Sanj. You get what I'm saying? I don't want them to steal my identity. Yeah, but you know,
Sanj.
obviously Ash has been listening to the show, as a lot of you guys do. Hit me up and was like, yeah, obviously you and Kenny chat a lot of shit. I'm coming to verbally tackle you. I said, oh, really?
Is that so?
Is that so? Actually, is that so? Well, come to the hot seat. That's one thing about Straight From Concentrate. Here we vibrate, we jubilate, we incinerate. If you have mouth, come here and come and talk. We're ready for you. We're ready to discuss a lot of issues. And another thing, like we always say, we're not anti-feminism here. We don't like toxic feminism, and it does exist. And all your best friends on the Twitter line, on the timeline, don't want to say their name, but it exists. We don't support that. But for females to be empowered, we do support that, and we're happy to have females on the show, obviously, just to shed some of your insight that we don't really give a damn about on the topics that we're talking about. I'm joking, don't cry. What's the problem? I'm just joking. So yeah, Ash, just tell them a little bit about yourself and then we'll get straight into it.
So as you know, I'm into interior design. So
I don't know anything. You tell me.
You do know. So
these phones on silent.
It's something I've been into for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been using my flat as my project.
Okay.
Nice.
So I haven't really done like other people's spaces, about one of my friends.
Okay.
But it's something that I'm trying to get into full time whilst working as well.
Are you people listening? She's selling her business now. Are you listening? Are you listening? So wait, all right, so cool. We're gonna get back more into your interior designing because that's kind of something that's a bit more deep. But what triggers you? What makes you vibrate? What gets you going? Because you're a heavyweight on the timeline. We see you active there, saying 1 or 2 or 3 things.
Do you know what?
I see a few flags on your.
A few flags. Tell us a bit. Where you from? What's your background?
Jamaican and Guyanese.
Jamo. But she's a proxy Nigerian, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, listen, I've been given my citizenship, so.
Excuse me. Who approved that?
Huh? Did you not approve?
I approved it.
You approved.
I approved it.
You
I
approved.
approved it.
What really annoys me
Oh, here we go.
when I see people picking on people for no apparent reason.
That's fun.
It's not fun.
I'm joking.
It's not fun. Like there was this whole medium ugly topic on the timeline floating around, right?
Okay.
Yes.
We are just starting. The table is
I saw
shaking.
something
Okay,
yesterday,
yeah,
actually.
like
Crazy.
people just attacking people unprovoked. Cool, it's Twitter, we know.
I mean, that was Twitter in 2012 times 20.
I mean, they're bringing it back.
We came up where you came up. You understand? We were dragged up here on the top. All this one now, that,
We were in
can you
the
imagine?
trenches,
So
bro.
even now,
I was
because of even on timeline, you want them to be putting counselor for timeline. If you come to the jungle, you swing like a monkey.
Bruh,
Very simple.
When Twitter beef was a thing, when Twitter jail was a thing.
So the funniest thing
You
is,
know.
I remember when I first came onto Twitter them days, dark skin brother, I hated this guy. I hated this guy. This guy was in every tension. This guy was the United States stalking tensions on the timeline. More hated gone.
That was back then.
But actually, sorry, we stole your mouth. So
Sorry.
No,
Medium
I mean,
ugly.
I get it. Like,
but you don't classify yourself as medium ugly, do you?
come
Of course
on.
not. Self-confidence,
No, yeah.
What?
self-esteem, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, I get it's Twitter, it's the jungle, like you said, innit? Like, people come for your neck regardless of who you are. But sometimes it's just unnecessary. Like, just let people be who they want to be. Like, I saw this guy, he posted a video of himself, and he was like medium ugly, and all the girls were coming for
They
him.
went
I was
for him hard.
like, girls.
I feel like
When-
that's a bandwagon thing, though.
No, but listen,
It is. It definitely is.
I'm happy you
because
picked this topic because I'll just pose it to a theme because one thing with here at Straight from Concentrate, as much as we entertain you and give you life, we do have some positions we take and we try to shed light on some stuff. So one thing we've been talking about recently a lot is the regulation around clout chasing. So
Okay, yeah,
like something like what you've just said
ongoing
now.
topic.
How do we look at how people have engaged with this guy's video, and how do we decipher what is the genuine bio that we know exists in some members of society, and then what is the clout chase? And then if it is the clout chase, like I keep saying, what are the governing principles of clout chasing? Because to me, as it stands, anything is a goal right now. Anything is a goal.
I think it's the backlash. Like, you see people that will tweet with their chest, they'll come for your neck, don't care what everybody else has got to say about what you've just said. And then you get some people that they're clout chasing.
Yeah.
They want to be on the trend of insulting somebody because
Nobody
somebody
ever
else.
died from insult. Nobody died from insult.
They saw somebody else insulting somebody in the same manner, so they now
please.
jump on the bandwagon and they want to say the same things that the other people they see other people saying.
Shout out
And
Captain
it's-
Morgans.
And it's like, we can see the video and I can decide that he's medium ugly, but I don't need to tweet it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, but
But
caveat.
then isn't there
Okay,
a thing?
go. Yeah.
The caveat there would be what freedom of speech. What if I just,
Also,
what if I
more
just
so
want
that the
to-
guy
put he
this
put the
out
video
into
out
the
there
pub.
for people
Because
to
I'm a
comment
firm
on it.
believer of this, and I'm actually happy because this segues into a topic which I want to talk about later on in the show. If you are in the public eye or you put something, okay, as we're recording this, what we're recording now, we will release the clips as we do. If people now decide they're gonna come in the comments and say,
Say,
well,
oh,
I don't
I've got
like
a
the
lazy
way
eye.
Sanchez is moving his hands, or Kenny's got a lazy eye, or Ashley was laughing, or Ayesha's here doing her thing, or Quabs is here doing his thing, and you know, and all them things there.
And then
I see it as if you've taken that step to put whatever you're doing out to the public, you have to face
should
the
be ready,
scrutiny.
yeah.
You've given
You should be
yourself,
ready for
you
it.
know, because you can't enjoy the benefits of public life and not want the scrutiny. So would you say, given that clout chasing is ungoverned and we know that the most easy way to probably get recognition is to abuse, when you put out that type of content to the timeline, to the, the net essentially, have you not invited that upon yourself?
I mean, in one
Because if you're not an
argument, he
influencer,
definitely invited
will
himself to be
shit in your
insulted
comments.
because he put medium ugly, and you know, people were like, minus
Not
the
even-
massive platform.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely.
information spreads like wildfire. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of politics, the reason why I don't follow it, because it frustrates me, because they have
guys frustrate you, you still talk to them. What do you mean?
No
I told you,
way,
me, I'm ready.
Jose.
Yes.
I
can't
said,
believe
it.
I
Amen.
said,
Amen.
I
I
said
don't
before I got
believe
here
it.
that Sancho's coming on verbals.
You know I'm
today.
coming on the verbals, man. Come on.
He was coming on
we got a
verbals today.
comment.
We got a comment. Yeah, let's take that
Says,
quickly.
It's raising awareness, which is the first step of solving anything. Health promotion. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all right. Listen,
Thank
you see,
you.
one thing about me is I will give you something that will let you think.
I know.
Guys,
I
most
know.
especially
Gee.
Nigerian guys, they will frustrate you. That will not stop you having fanny flutters.
Oh yeah.
Listen, hold on.
Word
Ken,
to Mora.
Ken, listen to this one. Listen to this one. That will not stop them looking for
Fanny-
closure.
Fanny
Looking for
flutters.
closure. You're looking for something else.
We're not doing
beginning
that in
with- looking for something
2019.
else beginning with C.
There's no closure in
Fanny
2019.
flutters.
We
What
don't
closure?
need it.
You're not trying to close
We don't
nothing. You
need
want it wide open.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if
gosh.
guys piss you off and you still talk to them, yeah, guys don't reply to your messages, you still talk to them. Yeah, so
No, there's a difference though.
Why is there a
There's
difference?
because I want to, the
Wow.
job
You
that
want-
I do.
What do you? Oh,
You know what I
Whoa, you're
And
gonna
I
say
said Mora's pussy
You know-
stays on go. Even got a kick-started.
Mora is on
Got a
ecstasy.
kick-started.
You let's
she's
call
got
it
real issues.
Hey, stop pushing
there.
us to the island. Wait for us to
Sorry.
But
But
you know
Sanchez, face the wall, please.
do you mind? You know I had to give it to you guys. What am I here to do? This is my job to antagonize. I have to antagonize them.
Bruh.
you know
Sorry.
that the job that I do is about changing lives, right?
Okay, well and good.
Yeah, so following politics for me it's a very sensitive thing for me because it's like
It's so
I
close to
don't
the
I don't
heart,
feel
yeah.
like they understand what they're doing, and that's where my frustration comes from.
Do you know what makes
Like-
me
That's
laugh?
what I'm. Yeah.
Sorry, because I look at a lot of people. You just amaze me. You bloody amaze me. because the standard individual member of society today is a politician. Actually, you're a politician. Kenny's a politician. I'm definitely the prime minister.
You're definitely the prime minister.
You know why I say this? Let's really.
No,
hold
everyone's got ideals and views.
Hold on.
Let him land.
Let's pass it
Clear the
open.
runway.
Let's
Clear the
pass it
runway.
open. Let's pass it open. You know why I say this? Let me give you one small example. You as a lady, Catalia there in the back. She's not trying to show herself. Cat's in the building. Mrs. Whack your bum, ladies and gentlemen. Mrs. Bewait. Bewait. You know, you girls know how it goes. You're chatting to that guy or something's going on. You see one, two things. You get into your little group chat. I call it the CIA, where you start investigating things and, you know, really understanding the dynamics of why he's done this and why he's done that. You understand? When you want to be understanding things about guys, you have enough time to pay attention. You can start looking at all the aesthetics and the theatrics and everything of it. No, don't come and begin.
I'm coming for you. It's
Don't
alright.
come and begin.
Land,
now.
innit? Land.
Because at the end of the
I'm
whole
coming for
day,
you.
this is the issue mainly with society. We want to give too much attention to things that essentially don't really have any substance. You know, there's a where I've been following this Tory leadership contest, there's a saying that these idiots keep making is that young people don't vote Tory, but young people don't vote. If you look at politics, essentially, look at a girl that wants to get the attention of a guy. You know there are certain steps you can take to leverage a better position. It's no different from being a politician. This is what I'm trying to say to you. So why can you not apply the sense that you apply to all your dark magic and all your House of Slytherin behavior?
I can't.
That's
You understand? Because we're politicians, essentially. I like a girl, another guy likes a girl, then we start playing politics to win the girl. So why can't we play that politics to enrich our communities?
To be honest,
I think the
I don't
difference
compete for
is
women.
that all parties are full of shit. That's
What do you think
it.
politics?
They're all full
Everybody,
of shit.
Are you not full of shit? I'm full of shit.
I'm full of shit, but I'm not
full
trying
of
to
the type of
change.
shit.
I'm not
I
in
smell
a.
how you want me to smell.
I'm not in a position of power to make those
Who
changes.
told you that? That's a weak mentality. You can't say
Yeah.
that on
No,
Straight
I
from
don't-
Concentrate. That's
No.
a weak mentality. You can't say
guys, you saw that? Yeah, there was a video going around.
I didn't want to
on
watch the
Twitter.
video because
As
them
in,
stuff
it,
annoy me.
it didn't look that bad.
I got a harsh. Did you not see the guy's body?
Did he not post a picture saying you should have killed me or
Listen,
something
did
like
you
that?
not see the main guy that they
Yeah.
were pouring the water from the pot? He was mash up.
Oh yeah. I saw. Yeah.
I have a harsh view on this, but let me let Kenny land. Good air traffic control.
Yeah. So it was a video of a guy jumping out of the whip. He shouts "pussy," and then all you're hearing is screams from coming from inside the car. I don't even know who was videoing. Who was taking?
Probably a
videos?
bystander.
Crazy, and the polo just
Mummy
pulls
Kenny
off.
saying, "I saw it," and the guy replied, "You should have killed me."
Yeah,
A lot
that's the picture that I saw as well.
Shout out Cat Fitness in the back.
You fucked up.
Man
You
like
should have killed me.
GH Quab, CEO of
Damn,
GFM,
you
and
seen
that.
it,
and
right?
Yeah,
that.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That's fucked up. Acid attacks. I mean, any form of violence for me, I don't agree with it at all.
Kenny's lying because if you get this guy angry, it's a madness. He's very calm, but fam, allow it.
I mean,
When
the
necessary.
only thing that warrants violence is violence.
God bless you. Same energy.
That's yeah, exactly.
2019,
So,
we moved.
but I would never be the antagonist
Aggressor.
or the aggressor. Basically, I would never be the aggressor. But if it comes down to it, then I have to. Then yeah, cool, whatever. In it, then that's the
Not
last
acid
resort.
though. Acid is like
I feel like
it's extreme.
That should be everyone's sort of ideal when it comes to violence. So for me, seeing that was like fucking mind blowing. Like to see some.
Because Kenny's a gentle guy, but I know you can trigger this guy in certain circumstances. Somebody, we go for a night out.
Yes.
Amazing night out, a lot of drinking, a lot of championing the dance floor, a lot of promoting Straight from Concentrate. Like I just did there. Shameless plug. Somebody now approach, maybe you budge somebody in the club, for instance.
Yeah.
And without any discussion or any discourse, just because of that budge, the person escalates straight to smashing a champagne bottle to have the top of it to stab you. Now listen to this. They do this and they have committed that this person is trying to stab you. There is now another empty champagne bottle within your reaching distance where you're standing. What do you do in that situation? and this person is committed to stabbing you. Be honest.
Grab the champagne bottle.
Now, what I mean to tell you is, so let's really
I
apply.
probably wouldn't even see it because I'd be diving straight at him, so I could be
God bless
so
you.
close to him
God bless
that he
you.
wouldn't be able to stab
What I'm
me.
essentially trying to bring out is, you have deciphered an energy and you have made sure that your response is equal or higher than.
Hang on, but what did you do first? You had to observe. You had to evaluate the situation
Hold
first.
on.
You had
But
to
also,
evaluate.
no. See, if you try to checkmate me, I'll double checkmate
Go
you.
on.
Oh, Joe.
That is life.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you, but it doesn't invalidate my point because, unfortunately, certain occurrences in life, the amount of time you have to assess before you have to take an action is minuscule.
Okay.
So having to assess is irrelevant. That's why I was heavy
So
on.
what? You have preconceived.
You don't need to
then?
preconceive. Somebody has broken this bottle.
No, but it's not every situation that someone's gonna break a bottle.
I say, this is what I'm saying. When you start talking things out of the context, you don't have any progress. I gave very clear
go on.
context
Okay,
of what I'm
okay.
saying.
Okay,
So
finish.
that is what I said. It's not about, you see, I gave clear context. This is what they've done. So that are the variables I expect you to engage with. If somebody
Yeah, but
breaks
this is
a
what this
bottle,
one individual did in this
but
one
this
situation.
is the one situation I'm talking about.
Okay, go on then.
So anything else is irrelevant. I'm saying you can't. Everything is not open to understanding. Some things are clear. If you threaten my life with intent, I will defend my life with intent.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's all on an individual basis.
Okay, so what does
You're
that mean?
pointing at one situation.
So what does that mean?
So then, what? So what are you actually trying to say in that case? Then
Are you trying
I
to
know
say
this
that
is
you
what-
can't apply the same thing to every situation?
Yeah.
I hear where you're coming from, but in what we're talking about, fam, it applies, isn't it? Like
How?
in
I
the
never
workplace,
I didn't
it
say
applies.
that, but this is not even what I said. What is the caveat I very clearly put? I said same energy.
Yeah.
So if you talk about an individual situation, fine. Every individual situation is different. What I am trying to say is, I will match the energy of every individual situation accordingly. So if you approach me with respect, I respect you.
Yeah.
If you approach me with disrespect, I disrespect you. The wider point I was actually trying to get to was, in terms of same energy, using that principle of, well, if someone threatens my life, I would defend myself, and if that means threatening your life, so be it.
Yeah.
We cannot exist in a system, and I'm not saying there are not good people amongst you, but if for the most part, your people as a majority seek to make every aspect of my existence as difficult as possible, I need to meet you with that same energy. But the caveat is, if I come across one of you who is an ally, because there are allies,
Yes.
I will engage with you as such. I'm not taking a position that, oh, everybody is monolithic. I'm not stupid, because if I did that, I'll be as mad as the people that look at all of us and say every black man is a thug.
Yeah.
I know that there is difference.
Concentrating, then we rap it.
Concentrate.
Straight from concentrating, then we stack it.
Concentrate.
Ooh.
Hey.
Straight from concentrating, now we packing it. Ooh. Straight from concentrating, now we like it. Hey.
Summer body, muscle, summer body, muscle, summer body, belly, high waisted jeans, belly, high waisted jeans, belly, high waisted jeans, belly, high waisted jeans, belly, high waisted
They
jeans,
say when you
belly,
wearing
summer
high-waisted
body,
jeans, you
muscle,
gon' tuck it,
high waisted jeans,
tuck it,
belly,
yeah. Ooh.
summer body,
Tuck it,
muscle,
ooh.
high waisted jeans,
Smack it,
belly,
yeah.
summer
Ooh.
body, muscle,
Hey.
high waisted jeans, belly,
Hey.
hey, summer body, muscle, hey, high waisted jeans, belly. You lot are ready for these damn freestyles that we bring you every week live and direct. Stormzy, if I hear you using my bars again, you'll be big trouble.
Hey, you dropped a new tune the other day, actually, called
Oh, yeah.
Crown.
Crown.
Quite late, actually. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was late on Vossi, but
Oh no, yeah, but this tune was wavy still. You get like J. Cole vibes from it.
I'll swear down.
You can, yeah, man. You can see the
I'll fuck
progression.
with J. Cole. I'll fuck with J.
Yeah,
Cole.
you can see the progression.
who doesn't fuck with J. Cole?
He's got the nice
People out
live
there, you know.
instruments in there as well. The choir in there as well. It's lit, wavy. I wish you could play it right now, but
Legacy. Summer body.
straight from concentrate. Oh, straight from concentrate. Oh, straight from concentrate. Hey, straight from concentrate. Oh, straight from concentrate. Oh, straight from concentrate. Oh, straight from concentrate. Hey. Yeah, man, we back. We just had a little quick break, as we do.
Don't complain because we don't play songs during the show. So if you have a little 15 or 20 minutes of songs in the break, that's your time for you to get your small chops and your drinks ready.
I know, man. I know, right? And you lot that are watching Love Island right now, man. You lot. It's done,
finished.
innit? Oh yeah, cool. So you don't come here.
Oh well,
Tune in.
alright. Tune in now because it's done, and let's
Because
talk
it's
about
done,
Love
man.
Island
Let's talk about Love Island, man.
it.
I saw
We're probably
Love
gonna
Island
pick it up
hashtags.
from last week because we haven't watched this episode to give a fair appraisal. What we'll try,
Yeah, well, like we already know what's been going on. Anyways.
essentially, yeah.
The main higgy hagger that's been going on is,
The crinkum,
between what's their name, Yewande and Danny.
Legacy.
Yewande, fellow Irish lass.
Oh, she's an Irish lass.
She's an Irish lass. Danny from the Midlands.
I'm
somewhere.
Team Yewande. Just worth throwing that out there before we even get into it.
Yeah, man. I say like the big issue going on right now between them two is like women not being able to show emotions. Like certain women, not all women, just certain women not being able to show emotions. But
So
not,
Ashley's neck
always,
just went bare
but
stiff.
always expecting it from the man. In a way, so it's never really an even playing ground when it comes to, you know, showing emotions and
I don't
affection
think
and
that's
stuff.
true.
Careful, you're fueling the femmes.
I
Is
don't
it?
think it's true.
Go on.
When you talk
Because
about,
look at Yewande on Love
you talk
Island.
about-
How
you
she,
talk
And
about-
that's like one
you talk
example.
about
one
level
ex-
playing
hey.
fields now. They're already
Hey,
atting us.
That's one example.
One
Like I
ex-
feel like women
I've
do.
experienced it a few times.
All right, come through.
I
Ashley.
feel
Yes,
like
if you
women do it, express their feelings.
Okay.
They do to
Give
a
us
certain
some
degree,
backstory.
innit?
That's you have to justify your comments here. You have to quantify them. You can't just
No,
say.
I feel like women do express their feelings, but maybe it's to the wrong males, innit? I think when we get someone who's like very direct, it's a
Yes.
bit off-putting. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's off-putting or it just throws you off?
No, I would say it depends. Like I feel like the pace at which women and men like each other is different.
Okay.
So a guy can see you and feel like, yeah, that's where I want to be. Like I want to get to know that one. I really like her. Whereas women are sometimes a bit slower. So when a guy's coming bare direct, it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a bit weird. Like
Okay.
you just don't want to.
So what is?
Because with
you're-
what Yewande was saying was like, how do you know you like me? You've known me 5 minutes, bruv. How do you know like you like me? Like you don't know me, so how do you know you like me? Like me? Do you know what I mean?
But some guys do.
From what though?
But some guys.
Okay. Let me let you guys
in
land in
Danny's-
it. Like how
From
do
Danny's
you know?
perspective, from Danny's perspective, he's seen you're the one girl in here, in this villa that I feel I'm attracted to, and I could
Bullshit.
obviously build something
Said
with,
Bullshit.
and I can build something with.
When you say bullshit, do you mean that he means?
I mean that opening soliloquy was bullshit. Like he didn't see that. That's
No
not.
one's calling you one day your wanker or anything like that. No one's calling her that. You're calling her Arab
bastard. Come on.
Arabelland. Come on.
Arabelland.
Go on though. Go on.
I feel sick with the sympathizing, bruv. It makes me feel like I want to vomit.
Whatever, man.
Cannon fodder. Cannon fodder, the both of them. What the hell are you telling me, bruv?
No.
Clear cut example of what we're saying. You don't see any defense to make for you one day. You come and start screaming about Arabelland. What the hell are you
I
telling
mean,
me, man?
Yowande's
No,
showing
I heard-
herself
Jesus
up.
Christ.
It's not.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the thing. If she's
All right,
showing
then.
herself up, it's got nothing
Sure
to
she
do
is,
with.
because you saw nothing to do with the slivering and dark magic properties of Arab bastard. Okay, cool.
I
You
mean,
see one day that
Arabella's
show-
coming in and she's stirring the pot
She's
a bit.
shaking tables.
But that's what Mora did when she came in. That's what all the new. It's like I feel like there's a script that they go by. Where it's like they've planned it beforehand. Go in there.
It's TV and it's entertainment.
Shit up. Like look at Mora. She's hopping on every single. She even said she's gonna crack on with Danny.
No, that one's got issues still.
I ain't even seen that go into fruition yet. But
I will never be a sympathizer.
yeah.
You understand? I will never sympathize. I am team Yewande Biala, strong and strong.
Oh, strong.
Team, you understand?
Okay. Listen, how would you feel, yeah, if the girl that you were sort of talking to comes over to you and while you're talking to someone else, comes and sits on your belly, not even on your lap, plants it on your torso. How would you feel? How would you feel?
Look,
How do you defend that?
Hey,
So what would you tell her, bro?
what, GFM,
What would you tell her behind closed doors?
And it wasn't
Like, what
genuine.
is this?
It
Exactly.
wasn't genuine.
When she started showing affection,
No, but I'm
was
not gonna
when
lie
she
to
felt
you.
that she-
No, but I hear where
her
you want it
position
coming
was
from.
threatened.
Like the
Honestly
whole,
to God,
the whole
honestly to God,
stance-
honestly to God, they shouldn't just say because you're black
Talk.
they give you passport. There's a lot
Talk.
of devils in our midst. I'm telling you, there are devils. There are devils.
Nah,
there are devils
okay.
in our midst, bruv.
All right,
Be very, very aware.
but still,
Look at
Allow it,
this energy,
man.
fam.
no. But you see, do you see the issue with Yewande? I hear where she's coming from with the whole like when she was questioning, how do you know that
Yeah.
you like me? Like I would ask the same question. We've known each other for 5 minutes. Like, how do
But
you
it's
know?
Love Island though, and you're spending
That's
a
a
lot
very
of time with
that's a
this
very valid
individual.
point.
We're
That's
only
a very
getting-
valid point. But
we're
she's
only
still
getting
being
an hour
real.
from
She's
a-
still being real. Like
Listen.
she's
We're only getting an hour from, let's say, the whole 18 hours of filming.
Sanjay's not even trying to engage with
I'm
us
not
at that
trying to engage
moment.
with that
He's
bullshit.
just
but
he's
you
just
lot
singing
do
this
your
song.
mouth, fam.
No, I get what you mean. It is an hour that we just see.
And that's
So,
what we're seeing.
Yeah.
So these people are with each other day in, day out.
It's all you're seeing, but you can take such firm positions, but you can't defend your own. What rubbish are you lot
That's
saying
not
here,
taking
bruv?
a firm
What
decision.
stupidness are you lot
Let's not
saying
take
here,
it. It's
bruv?
basically it's the
I'm
events.
defending her.
It's the events that we're presented with that I'm going off. I'm not trying to see. Oh, maybe she might be thinking this because we're not in her mind. We're not in her brain. We don't know what's going on. It's what is being presented to us. It's what we're being shown.
So are you that naive?
Naive.
Are you a sheep?
No, I'm not naive. I'm not naive.
Are you not
But
aware that they will edit the show to perpetuate certain narratives? What
Valid
the hell are
point,
you
No,
guys
valid
saying?
point, valid
listen,
Come on, man.
but
Come off of it.
They're
Very
having
valid point.
conversations.
Nah, come off of
There's
it. fam.
conversations
Come
that
off
are
of
being
it.
had
There's
though.
editing.
But there's
There's
conversations
editing.
that are being had
But
that are
there's
being
editing.
shown to us as well.
But there's editing.
Danny is a snake. End of story.
You get what I'm
Why
saying?
is
Like,
Danny a snake?
Why is Danny not a snake? For goodness sake, bruv. What are
Why
you
is
got?
Danny a
What
snake?
type of understand? This is what I cannot understand. I cannot fuck with sympathizing. If you want to sympathize, you understand. Address the issues.
okay, why is Danny a
address
snake
the
then?
issues that you should address originally.
Okay, bro.
Fuck whether this is Love Island or not Love Island. Let's look at what we are seeing play out on screen.
Okay.
Why is Danny a snake? Friends. You said they're friends, innit?
Okay, so it depends on how long ago they were exes, because like if you're telling me you lot broke up last year and you lot are still best of buddies and now you're trying to tell me that you want to deal with me, it's okay. I don't need to be a part of that.
Why not? Do you think doesn't that make you a bit insecure then, or like why? What's
Let's not be silly now.
no? If they're
But what
friends,
they talking
like, if they
about?
built a relationship, like, so what do friends talk about then? Just because they've had history doesn't mean, doesn't mean that they can't be friends.
That's true, but I just feel like that gateway is open for you to just go and
To do
higa haga when you feel when me and you are now arguing, you just go and open that gate.
Yeah, but
You're not gonna go and tell your ex about all the problems that we now have.
that's true. That's true. Because
I don't like embarrassment.
How do you feel about this, Chino? Sanch, bruv.
So
Mr. Censored.
He speaks.
for me,
He
I
fucking
think.
speaks.
But we've had I won't engage with what I'm not going to engage with. God sees me as my witness. I will not engage. When you get me to that level where we're going to start being discourteous to each other, I'd rather just shut my mouth.
Wow.
That's how I see it. You understand? And that's a sign of respect, because everybody should be able to take their view on things.
Of course, yeah.
And that's society, not like I was saying earlier on.
Yeah.
If I feel like the way I want to go to that thing is not, you understand? Because at the end of the whole day, who are these people essentially?
Yeah.
I'm not going to start arguing with Kenny about, unless they're cutting me a check when you win. I'll just leave it alone. But with these issues now, it's good. You see, because we've had this talk before about the whole best friends holiday issue.
Yeah.
I think I saw something else on Twitter, maybe today, and the scenario was, where's this guy just doing? Bear laughing. I saw a scenario on Twitter, and they said basically, there was a couple
Yes.
that just got together recently. So I believe the male half of the new couple had a trip to Paris or something of the sort for 2.5 weeks planned with his ex, which they booked at the time they were together.
Yes.
They'd split up subsequently. He'd got with another girl and the dates for the trips had come around.
Yeah.
He was now saying I should forfeit the trip. I'm not going to go on the trip, XYZ, XYZ. The current girlfriend was saying, oh, you know, you spent, idiot. Spending a lot of money, you know, blah, 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 because she'll be the same fool that will come to timeline with receipts to come and start garnering soldiers for her cause.
Yeah.
What is, you know, I think most of these things essentially are born out of insecurity. We don't own people.
It's true.
We would like to. I know we would like to, because it would probably in our own minds make life so much more simple.
We don't own anything.
We don't. No, we do. You own your actions.
Okay.
You own your principles, you own your beliefs, you understand? There are certain things you can own or champion at least. I am a firm believer, like you just saw in the last issue being discussed, things that you cannot with force influence, you step back. I don't stress myself about anything I cannot control.
Yes.
If something is happening and I don't like it but I cannot control it, I will leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's me. So I believe we all have common sense, and sense should be common even though it's not.
Okay.
A mature adult or a sensible person in an adult relationship should know things that will be received negatively or positively.
Yeah.
I don't need to have a conversation with you about should you go on the trip or not. I believe your brain, if it's functioning, your medulla oblongata, if it's functioning, should let you know what is and isn't appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you deem that it's appropriate to go on the holiday, I would never stop you. It's left to me to garner knowledge from the decision you have made. What does the decision you have made tell me about you as a person? What does it tell me about the way you reason, about the way you think, and can I engage with that? We need to not look at it from a place of is what you've done good or not good.
Yeah.
It's from a place of, and that's how life should be. Can I tolerate or can I manage what you give out as a person? I don't like the idea of, there's a lot of things I don't agree with, trust me, but I don't believe in enforcing my view as the right view, because what makes me so right, essentially, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you choose or if you deem that it's okay while in a relationship with me because maybe it's early days or whatever, you can run this motive with your ex, it's fine. It's left to me to now take a decision about that decision you've taken.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at it, you know, sometimes we allow our partners or our love interest or whatever the case may be to run us mad on third-party insurance. You know, there's comprehensive and there's third-party fire and theft for the cheap people.
Yeah.
Third-party fire and theft is not a policy that you need. It doesn't cover anything. If your partner is going to cheat on you, they will cheat.
Regardless.
If they want to fuck somebody, they don't need to go on best friend's holiday to Mallorca to do it. They will go to Premier Inn in King's Cross. They will do it.
That's true.
So essentially, don't worry about what they will or won't do that you don't have control over. What, as I said earlier on, what you have control over is your actions. Okay, you may not be a slag, you may not be a hoe, you may not be loose, you may not be all these things. But if we are in a relationship and you deem that type of excursion as an appropriate leisurely activity, I don't need to have anything to do with you. That isn't to say that what you've done is right or it's wrong. That is to say that me as a person and what I embody and the principle that I stand on does not correlate with the action you have taken.
That's it.
Politics. You know,
politics.
Trust essentially. And these things, but you see, this is what I'm saying, you know, sometimes some of these issues I pick them a bit militant.
So what are you trying to say here? Do you agree or not?
I don't agree or disagree either way because it's not my decision to make. I can make a decision about whether me in a relationship would go and back such a motive. I cannot make that decision for you. If you make that decision, I can only learn from it. If I'm standing in the position I should stand. When you become that partner who believes you have a right to your partner, or you own your partner, or there's something about you that allows you to dictate to your partner, you're getting into murky territory. I'm not going to do that. You are your own person. You live by the sword and you die by the sword.
So what's your view on someone being friends with their ex in a relationship with you?
Essentially, it's about the levels.
Okay.
And this is what I mean about common sense.
How would you ever know the levels though?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This is not my responsibility. It's not my baggage to
it's
carry.
It's not stress to carry, yeah.
You know the relationship between... You see, this is what I say about a lot of girls. Like I said to Ashley earlier on when I said guys will frustrate you, you won't leave them alone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the energy the guy's bringing. You know what he's on. If you choose to engage with that, that is on you. this person, by their actions or by the words of their mouth, has made clear their narrative. If you engage with it, you see, if you want to go with a girl that thinks it's okay,
can you repeat that, please? Because this year I've discovered that, and it's absolutely true. I'm not carrying stress for someone that doesn't care about the stress that they're giving me. Do you know what I mean? If the situation does not benefit me, I'm gonna remove myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't need the stress. And it
there's
doesn't mean to
nothing
say
wrong
we have to be on bad terms.
Yeah.
It just means that at this particular moment, I can't deal with whatever you want to bring to the table.
Yeah.
I don't want to engage in whatever you want to bring to the table.
Yeah.
So just repeat that part.
No, but
for
that's
me
politics,
again.
essentially. That's how I look at life, because there are things that cannot be quantified. I mean, or cannot be, I don't believe in brute force. Brute force should be required when you're threatened.
Yeah.
Brute force should not be required in respectful discourse amongst contemporaries.
Yeah.
So if I don't agree with something, and because I have my ways about me and my character, and I have my flaws, silence will always be my mantra. I'd rather not smash windows and have enough time to process what you said. No, because I don't want to disrespect anybody.
Yeah.
My position doesn't get advanced by disrespecting you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
of course.
That's
Because
true.
you switch off to that straight away. Keep quiet. Essentially, it just reinforces the point I'm making. You choose what you engage with. People tell you and
100%.
show you who they are. A cheat will show you they're a cheat. A dishonest person will show you they're dishonest. An oppressive person will show. Look, a lot of times in relationships, you see red flags immediately.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of us choose to ignore them.
We
though.
choose to ignore them. You know why? Because we're all lonely.
Yeah.
And potential.
Yeah,
We
but
like the
what-
idea of
pretentious.
potential.
Listen,
Oh,
potential is one
Yeah.
thing. Potential
Potential
that
is
is
a
not gonna mature is not gonna be anything.
That's
Exactly.
true.
This drink has potential to get me waved, but if it doesn't,
It's true because we see it's like getting with, like, let's say it's like getting with a hothead. You feel like, oh, maybe one day they'll see that they don't need
And
to,
one day he's slapping you.
one day they don't need to resort to violence, or they don't need to resort to conflict to resolve a situation. But then it never happens, and
Yeah, but
it's the same
it's
reason
the-
you're
yeah,
going to
exactly.
end up breaking up for. And it's
Do you know,
like,
I'm a firm believer in people know what they're doing.
no, people do. No one is
People know what
stupid.
they're doing. No one's stupid.
When you
so
make an equation and you have 2 plus 2, you know that you need to arrive at 4. 2 plus 2 will never make 4.5 or 5.
yeah.
You understand?
Or 3.
So thank you. So when you turn around and tell me that, what you are attracted to, quote unquote, for lack of better terms,
Yeah.
is the thug, the gangster, the roadman, all these things.
Yeah, I like a
When
bad
you
boy.
when you have ops,
bad boy.
when you have ops running up in your yard, kicking your door so hard that the handle hits your clip when it busts down, that's the life you signed up to.
Exactly.
true.
Do you get what I'm saying? Don't come and do Desmond Reggae. Don't come and do Mother Teresa. You see, one thing, I have no qualms with what anybody is. If you're gay, if you're a racist, if you're far right, if you're far left, if you're whatever you may be. The main thing I have is you need to have chest. You understand? I don't like covert operation. This pisses me off. When you do something that is so insidious and so corrosive, but you cannot do it with your chest, that infuriates me. A lot of people in relationships, they're manipulators.
Oh yeah.
Master.
You understand? They
manipulator.
are
I feel
masters
like
of
that's the
toxicity.
game, though.
Yeah.
But you see, and
That's
this is
the
what I've been
game.
saying a
That's
lot.
the game
I
when
have
you're
this
in a
conversation
relationship.
with some of our callers that call in, and with people around me. It's when I talk about certain people on the timeline and on, like Catalia and these big other people on the gram. You need to understand that. And this is what I was talking about earlier on in terms of scrutiny in public office.
Yes.
When you come to be an influencer or a public figure, yes, I understand you need to make your coin, and I understand that in the grander scheme of things, that will have you having your pum out on the gram, having your ass out on the gram, and all the rest of it. What I am trying to make you understand is, with as much freedom and with as much rights as you have to do that, is with as much right as I have as a member of the public to scrutinize something in the public domain. So if you tie that into the bigger picture, what you engage with is what you get. Don't tell me, yes, Sam, when you are dealing with a person who thinks it's appropriate whilst in a relationship with you to go on listen, are you guys not understanding? Do you know how long it takes to grow maybe grapes or orange?
Yeah.
2.5 weeks is a lifetime. In the 2.5 weeks, they can destroy your relationship. They can bank catalog to Pornhub. Are you crazy?
Wow.
You didn't even tell me, let's go. I'm going with my ex for the day to Bicester. You told me 2.5 weeks to Paris.
Paris.
Les Sacre Bleu. What the hell do you mean? me now, come on. As soon as you tell me that je suis doué, go away, bro. Go about your body. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not even gonna fight the guy. What you have told me is that you are a gutter bug. You're a church rat. You understand? You are the bottom of the barrel. You are scum. You are muck. You are muck. That's what you told me. I don't need. Listen. Why do I need to validate your stupidity by engaging with the fact? What you want is to tell me something incredibly and arrogantly stupid and nonsensical, and you want me to now begin to perspirate, to sweat.
So in other words, you don't agree with it.
Essentially.
Yeah.
In a roundabout way.
I don't disagree or no agree.
No, but I take.
I'm a politician.
Yeah, I take the same
Sorry,
stance, innit? Like, there's some people that might be friends with their ex. For me, that's not my portion. So
Yeah,
I'm just.
Excuse me, please.
No.
Can we apply some common sense, or is everybody overdosing on paracetamol?
No, definitely.
If you and your ex were that good friends, you won't be exes.
That's it. That's it.
Excuse
There
me,
was
please.
something wrong.
There can only be one prime minister at a time. I can't come and be sharing my premiership with somebody else.
Okay, what if each of them have partners? So
That doesn't
you
mean
have
anything.
a partner, your ex has a partner. Don't mean nothing.
Wait, why do we need to be friends?
Let's just be in an open relationship. That's what you're telling me. You go on your holiday with
We
your
might as
ex.
well do double dates.
I'm a shout Halle Berry. It's all good.
Do you know what
I mean, this is what I'm saying. I don't know how to engage with things like this. I would literally look at you like, were you birthed from the vagina or the asshole? What are you telling me here?
Oh, wow.
How is that
That
even
was
possible,
a bit.
fam?
Well, no, some people have, with what they come up with, you are birthed from the rear.
Oh my god, that's from the rear.
Birthed from the rear, bro. After birth.
From the rear.
From the
Yeah.
back.
No,
Definitely from the back.
Because essentially, I mean, like I said, we have this. That's what I was saying earlier on about the clout chasing.
Yeah,
Anybody can come to the online now with enough followers, and anything they say is gospel.
yeah.
But there's no scrutiny about what they're saying. You influence people. Cardi B has her base. There are certain girls that wanting to be doctors that are now aspiring to be a Cardi B. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a Cardi B. What I'm essentially saying is when you have a platform, you have influence. And I'm not saying that anything you say or do is bad, but stand by it. You will see the same girls or the same guys that will come and be pushing one narrative, one agenda, where immediately they start to suffer under that narrative or agenda. You start whistling another tune. What are you a musician? What's going on? Are you making beats? Beats by yourself. DJ Khaled, we the best.
Producer.
K-Tone producer and all the rest of them things there. Look, you're not going on holiday with your ex. If you do, I hope the train or the plane crashes, innit?
Oh, wow.
Well, Robert, what stupid friendship do you want to have with your ex? Is everybody mad? Or is illness worrying the lot of you? You want to go to holiday with your ex for 2.5 weeks? I would discipline everybody. Are you crazy? By the time I called, hello, my name is Sajid Javid, and let them revoke your passport. I'll call Sajid live and direct. They will revoke your passport. You want to go to holiday with your ex? Are you mad? Did you wash their place?
Bruh.
Look, free me, guys. Monati lo toilet. I continue.
Fucking